to
Cookies.
how Joel likes his sugar cookies.
I mean, Shawn's just going to turn it into bizarre innuendo.
Of course he
which is
will.
just his way of hitting on me. So
I mean,
Always.
just so
Naturally.
you know right now, that's what it is. So sugar cookies are delicious at Christmas, more so because you put the Pillsbury frosting on it, right? And then you put little sprinkles and other things.
Or I make my own frosting.
And it's nice, but I like the Pillsbury. You know why it is? Because that's what I grew up with. My mom.
We're gonna do a taste test.
We should do a taste test.
I'm
all
gonna
for it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make
Do you know what it is?
my frosting.
I mean, I
and
like
we're
a-
gonna compare it.
It's what I'm
against
used to.
I like a
Pillsbury.
good buttercream.
Yeah,
Like,
buttercream is the
yeah.
best.
How long do you think Pillsbury's been around?
Forever.
That's what I make.
Forever, right? So
It's
they've
butter,
perfected.
powdered
Yeah.
sugar.
I
They
promise
perfected the
you,
frosting.
yours is the best. I got you, sister.
I mean,
And we're gonna have a taste test.
You know what? though?
Christmas
Nothing
Eve.
beats.
We're gonna have a taste test.
Nothing beats my great grandmother's snickerdoodles because she would make it with real butter, good butter, and then she would put them in the refrigerator. And so when we go over to her house for a visit, she'd get out her those big pails of ice cream. She'd keep that and she'd fill it with the cookies. And then she'd be like, "Here, have some cookies," and we'd drink like Fanta orange.
So
with
they
it.
were in the fridge,
Yes,
which
in the
brings
fridge.
back to the question, which I didn't get to finish
Fridge?
answering.
Yes, cookies in the fridge.
Because once again, he takes me off. Actually, you did it. It was your
I
fault.
was like,
I
I
did
don't think
nothing.
Sean did
Because
it
you
this
wanted
time.
you wanted
I did
me to like
nothing.
your frosting
Frosting
better.
better.
And my mom used the Pillsbury, so I'm conditioned. Yours is great, but it's a lifetime of conditioning. So you make the cookies and then you put them in the fridge, and the frosting hardens on the cookies. The cookies are still very fresh, and I enjoy them best cold.
Great. Welcome to the. There's so much.
Great! Wow, make your guests
Welcome
feel
to
welcome.
the Christmas special
Our Christmas
edition.
special, yes.
Of There's so much I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are very
We're excited for this.
we're
We've
titillated, really.
We've got Shawn Cannon
Ooh.
and Joel
Joel
Comm back for
Comm.
his 15th episode.
Well, he
like
has to
that.
make
Yeah.
a
You're
Sean-
a real
every once in a
recurring.
while,
You know why?
how it is.
I'm
Sean's
like-
on his second.
Yeah,
But
I'm
we're
like
gonna have-
I think I'm on probation with.
I
these
don't
guys.
send
Oh,
an
you're
invoice.
100% on
That's
probation.
Oh,
what it is.
But we do have plans, Sean. Maybe next week
What?
or the following week, we're going to record with you one on
Oh,
one.
no
Again?
kidding.
Just us three.
Wow.
Gluttons for
Yeah.
punishment.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude.
Because
Yeah.
we haven't
It's like
had
my
you by
show.
yourself.
It's kind of like my show.
Crazy.
I'm like the Steve Urkel where you try the thing out and then now only people want to watch the show for the Urkel.
You're the plucky comic relief.
yeah. That's
Okay.
what's gonna happen.
Do you remember when Steve?
She was looking at my fat. Did you guys notice this?
well-
Becky looks at my fat.
Well, I was just thinking if you're
she
Steve,
secretly judges me.
if you're Steve Urkel, at one point he gets a machine and he goes in and he comes
Stefan
out as
Urkel.
stuff. Can we get Stefan to come out at some point?
I mean, that's who I thought I was, but
No, you're Steve.
Oh, okay.
You're Steve.
You're Urkel.
Did I do that? that's my.
So annoying.
God.
Yeah. Yep.
I
So-
think like
You guys
Urkel
are in
and
for a real
Stewie
treat in this episode.
are the
Hey,
most
well,
annoying
we are all drinking
characters
wine.
from shows.
True. Well, Joel's not.
Oh, Joel's enjoying.
Now I'm
it.
waiting for cookies.
He's got water.
I would rather consume my sugar in the form of a dessert than is wine. That's
I drink wine because Jesus thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before we picked up our microphones, we were having a very interesting conversation about Jesus and wine and when he turned water into wine.
yeah.
Let's
As
go back
his
to
first
that.
miracle.
It was his and this is the Christmas.
Brilliant.
You think like
Special.
one of the disciples was like entrepreneurial and was like trying to like turn a side hustle out of that?
That was
you know,
probably
like,
Judas.
Judas. He's like,
Right.
man, let's get
Most likely
like, do you
too.
What
think
would
that
you name-
Jesus was cool enough to be like, here, have some of my Jesus juice? Like,
think
Probably.
that-
like I feel like he was probably a cool dude.
I take a different perspective of Jesus because a lot of times people are, you always see this like lowly looking figure, always downtrodden kind of look, pathetic look on his face, right? I think he wasn't. Yeah, you do. He's always got this
Did,
sad.
Well, in art, but he's charismatic.
I
You-
think he was incredibly captivating.
Did
you
you
know
watch
how
The
you know that?
Chosen?
You know how
Because he actually
No, we have not
got
watched it
people to
yet.
listen to him.
it wasn't just
you
that he
should
got
totally watch
people
it.
to listen to him. It's that kids loved him. Kids
Ah.
don't love grumpy old men. Kids
Yeah.
are attracted to people that make them laugh, that make them smile. That's how you know that Jesus was a charismatic, enigmatic figure that drew people to him.
Like Bill Cosby.
Like
I mean,
before it got weird.
I mean,
God.
right? So
I'm not. I don't want to sit this close to him in case there's a lightning bolt that comes down.
I'm just saying.
Jello pudding.
you better be nice, otherwise Jesus is going to turn your wine back into water.
I will.
Oh. So it was his first miracle in the wedding of Cana
That
at
we
a
know
wedding.
of.
That was documented.
He was probably doing some shit on the side.
That's not what. All we have is the historical record.
Correct.
That's all we have in the historical record. He even said, "My time has not yet come," and they're at the wedding and this feast in Cana, and they're out of wine. Of course the parents of the bride and groom are freaking out. You can't run out of wine at this
Weddings
celebration.
were like days long, weren't they?
Right. This was a big celebration. So his mom actually came to him and said, "Could you swing a little something?"
up,
and
Jesus.
he said, "My
Okay.
time's not yet
Okay.
come," which means
Okay.
he hadn't performed one yet.
So then I will argue then that Mary knew her homie could pull some tricks.
Of course she did.
So he was probably like changing his own diaper. Like,
No, she just knew he was special.
Yeah. So you're gonna go to like a 12-year-old. How old is this guy?
Well, he's an adult now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he was
And
30.
And she's gonna like, hey, give him one of
He
them.
was 30.
Do one of the abracadabras.
He was 30. She knew
Yeah.
what he was capable of, and so she asked again. He was like, "All right, I'm going to do this."
You know what's wild
What's
is
that?
people still didn't believe. Like dudes doing wild shit.
Right.
Like and they're like, eh.
Or they
Yeah.
did, and he threatened, the status quo.
Yeah.
So let me finish the story.
Sure.
So he turns the water into wine, and the guests to the wedding say, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing!" Usually, the host of the wedding gives the best wine first, right? Because you want to put your best foot forward, right? You want
Yeah.
people to come, and you're impressed because they're giving such good wine, and then they give you the Bud Light, right? What was the Ernest and Julio
Yeah,
Gallo?
that's the end of the night.
What do you
Right.
think it would have been in those days? What would they have called it?
Oh, what the
Shit
cheap
wine.
wine?
Yeah, like Nazarene
Yeah.
Light or something like that.
So they're like, you save the best for last. And the moral of the story is that Jesus is so cool and alcohol is fine because he made wine for people that were already shit-faced. Think about that.
He's a cool dude,
So
man.
Jesus is like the perfect enabler.
That's what Christmas
It's
is all
awesome,
about.
dude.
That is what Christmas is all about. Would you like me to start with like a Christmas joke?
I
have a
would
Christmas
love
joke?
a Christmas
Would you
joke.
like a Christmas joke? I
Yeah.
wrote down 2.
Oh my
Okay.
God! Did you come up with them?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Chat GPT.
Oh,
Jordan.
Jordan did.
Oh.
Of course.
And they're on my kind of level of joke because you know how I feel about like dad jokes. I think that they're really hysterical.
I know
and
it's why you like Joel.
I love them so much. Anyway, okay, are you ready? Are you ready?
Well, no.
Why did Rudolph get a bad grade on his report card?
Oh, because I know this one. Because he was gonna go down in history, so he got like a worse grade.
You're not supposed to.
You're not
know
supposed
the
to know the answer.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, I got.
Why you got to be autistic?
I
I
got
was
one
going to
more.
say because he
Oh.
stayed up all night and
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he was flying the
You'll
sun
go
around.
down in
Fine,
history.
How about this one? How about this one?
So he was like a straight A kid and then got D in
What's
history.
the Grinch's least favorite band?
The Grinch's
Least favorite
least
band.
favorite band.
I don't know, Becky. What is the
Who.
Grinch's?
Woohoo!
Oh,
that's it, yeah.
that's good. That's Whoville.
That's all I got.
So he guessed
I'm here
it,
till
and
April.
you didn't like it. She guessed it, and you were excited.
Yeah,
yeah, because the,
of course I would never
the
get
dude-
it right.
no, like,
See,
no.
this is what happens. Women love me because I'm smart, and then they grow to detest that. They're like, this fucker knows everything.
I don't love you because you're smart.
No.
It's your baldness.
That's what I
Oh.
was going to say.
Just out of curiosity, out of all 4 of us here, which one of us would make the worst Santa?
You would.
Me?
Or Erin. She's too damn small.
Which of you hoes would ho ho
Yeah.
ho?
Sean would make the best.
Sean, but why?
because
Black
Why?
Santa.
Black Santa, black drunk Santa.
Black bald Santa.
And because he looked like Santa before he shaved.
Yeah.
He did look like Santa.
Yeah.
I've never seen him jolly, though.
freaking me out.
I've seen him stoned, but not jolly.
I was looking straight up sketch. You're not talking to me. Hat on, glasses.
Maybe
beard.
this is the image for the thumbnail. Take that picture of Shawn looking like all scruffy like Santa and put a Santa hat on him.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Of course
do
you
that.
can.
I can do that for the picture.
Yeah,
And you can make me
Black
look like a
Santa.
reindeer or something. I don't care.
I'll make you like an really tall elf.
Buddy.
I
Buddy
can make
the
you
elf.
like Buddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
You know, I
I'm
will-
so happy.
I will say this: if Erin would make the worst Santa, she would probably make the best reindeer. Like if Santa's sleigh broke down, she would be the one that I'd put in the lead because she's
Yeah, she'd get us
planning.
there.
She's planning the whole route. She
Yeah.
probably has to
I would
like.
have everything figured out.
You probably would have to like flap your tail to move, you
Yeah.
know, or
Well, I
something
know.
weird.
No, you just run like.
You just run.
Yeah.
What would you do
Right.
for Santa?
I think I'd be a pretty good elf. Like
Doing what?
I don't
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
managing the other elves.
Yeah,
and then
she'd do great at that.
I would be doing his public relations.
Elf administrator.
Yeah.
I would be his public relations, and also I would throw the end of the year party
Oh, yeah.
For all the other elves.
for all the elves.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
When would that
When
be,
they,
though?
it's like
On
the
Thanksgiving?
End of the
26th.
year.
yeah, yeah.
Would you do it
would
on
be like
Thanksgiving? Or
No,
not
you
Thanksgiving,
would-
December
Christmas.
26th.
You would do it
Yeah,
after
the
everybody. The
26th.
job is
Boxing
done.
Day.
What,
Now you're
what, no, no.
celebrating.
I think the time to do it is when the big guy's gone. So he's gone for a whole day, and you can rip hell. You know what I mean? All the presents are made.
Totally
the
wrecked
big
the
guy's gone.
workshop.
Wait, what?
You
Red
have
One.
a rager.
Red one, yeah.
So, did you guys? Did you watch Red One or no?
No, not
Red
yet.
One. What is
It's-
this?
It's
It's
a,
a
It's
movie.
a
stupid.
movie that's out right now.
With
and
what's his name, The Rock.
It's stupid,
Yeah.
but
It's cute.
it's also like
Oh, Red
I
One.
don't-
This is
Yeah,
like
it's a movie.
spy thriller
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, it's
no,
about Santa.
Santa gets kidnapped.
Red One.
He's Red One. That's his call sign. Red
Red One.
One. Santa, the big guy.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Come on,
Oh.
can you
Did
get
you
with the
have you
program?
seen Violent Night?
That's
Yes.
good. We
You
really
made us
like
watch
that.
it.
That I
Oh, that
think
was
is going
us
to be
who
a
did
Christmas.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Aren't you
annual-
so
Yeah,
happy?
so now you have to watch Red One.
Okay,
Fine.
we'll watch Red
Well,
One.
it's not gonna be a classic.
know.
but it's
It's
a
not, but
music.
it's
Night
so
is like
good.
instant. Like I gotta watch that every year.
It's
I
good.
couldn't. It's not on Netflix right now, so I don't know where it's at.
You know, you can probably buy it on Amazon for
Prime.
$4 or
yeah,
something.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Why are we whispering? We have some back chat going on here.
No,
we're talking
no.
about movies, so I have to actually say something. I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm.
Are we going
going
to talk about Home Alone?
No, I'm
Oh.
not. No, not
Oh.
yet. No, we'll get to that. But no, I feel, and just so you know, Shawn, your daughter posted it, and I'm like, you know what? I like you a little bit more today, honey. Diehard is not a Christmas movie.
We're not going to talk about that.
And Emma wrote that on
Don't
Facebook
tell Susan.
or on Instagram. And yeah, just because there's like a Christmas party.
That's
and
exactly what makes it a
No,
Christmas
It's
no,
movie.
that's-
set
it's
at
not.
Christmas time.
it
Why else would
doesn't
they
make
make it
it a
around
Christ-
Christmas?
It doesn't make
They
it a Christmas
chose
movie.
Christmas for a reason.
You know
they
what-
didn't do that on August 4th.
Let me settle this.
Thank you.
Let me settle this without giving an opinion. What's the moral of the story
that Santa Claus is real.
of Die Hard?
No,
Oh, well,
that Bruce Willis
that
saves
John,
the day.
That John McClane.
Okay.
Is-
So where
is Santa
is the Christmas other than the party? Is the message of the movie? You know, you could make the case, yeah, it's kind of about family, but it's really about him just kicking the ass of the bad
Exactly.
guys
No.
and
Just
knock them
because
out.
it
Of,
just so happens to be at Christmas time.
He
Doesn't
had
make it a
to
Christmas
be with
movie.
his family for Christmas.
No,
It was a story about a man.
we're
getting
gonna
with his
we're gonna be
family.
posting a poll
For
on
Christmas.
yeah,
this
I
to
mean,
see.
look, it's heavily debated.
People
I
are
don't think it
very
matters.
mad
Fine,
about
Love
it.
Actually is not a Christmas movie.
Uh-oh.
It's not a Christmas
That
movie.
that's shots fired.
It's a Wonderful Life. It's not a
It's
Christmas
100%
Oh,
a
of
Christmas
course.
Oh,
movie.
it's a
It had
wonderful
nothing
life.
to
That's
do-
not even a question.
Nope.
Now
No, it's
you're
not.
just-
It just happened to be around Christmas, but it was about a guy talking to an angel. You could have did that any time of the year, but no, just because Christmas is around it, it was a Christmas movie.
You don't need to yell into your mic; it's right by your mouth.
When was Die Hard released?
Ooh,
19, oh, this is a good one.
great.
I'm gonna
I'm
guess.
just-
Oh,
because
that's
you're
a
making the,
Joel.
You're making
I'm
the
gonna guess.
case.
Yes.
Wait, let me guess.
Month.
I'm gonna guess. Month it was released. It was probably released in December. I'm gonna guess December of '87.
Okay, I don't care about the year.
No.
You're making the point that TV shows that have Christmas episodes are Christmas episodes because they are released at Christmas, just like Halloween episodes are released around October 31st.
But they're
Joel?
about Christmas.
When was it released?
Well done, Joel. Great question. It was released July 15th, 1988.
Okay, there you
Ergo,
go.
it is not a Christmas
Not
movie.
a Christmas movie.
Well,
That was good, Joel.
Let's
We
go
were at the-
around the room. Favorite Christmas memory.
just
Favorite
using-
Christmas
You're being
memory.
difficult to be.
Using
You're just
logic.
upset because Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Diehard is 100,000.
He's taking it personally.
I know.
I'm
going
gonna
to
have to do
Is
so
it
much
Bruce
editing
Willis?
on
Can
Do you
this
have a
show.
thing
What's-
for-
Sean's
is it-
gonna
Watch
be
the movie
like
again and see how
here.
Christmas
And
is.
everybody else is gonna
It's
be down here.
Well, there's a Christmas party
Yeah.
going on. Of course.
Do
Favorite
saying
There was
it's not, by
Christmas
the way.
memory.
They made multiple
Favorite
references.
Christmas
So Home Alone
memory.
isn't a Christmas movie then either.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
they
is.
No, it's
leave-
not.
they
Yes,
leave
It
it
just
1,000%.
happened to be around Christmas.
All right.
It was a movie about a
It's
kid.
100% around
two
Christmas.
burglars that
You're
tried.
not
because
winning.
It was just
What's
on.
your
anybody
thing?
over.
What's your thing about Die Hard?
Yeah.
It's you don't even watch it like every year. Like
don't
I
even
have
watch
to,
it every year.
Like fuck yeah, if you're a real fan,
matter.
I
Oh,
watch
wait-
the holiday.
wait a minute, wait a
I
minute,
watch the
wait a minute,
holiday
wait a
every
minute.
year so I
Wait a
can watch
minute.
Jude Law stare at me
Wait
all
a minute.
cute.
Why?
It's therapy.
Well, I made no profession that I'm a fan of Die Hard, by the way. By me asserting the fact that it's a Christmas movie doesn't mean that I'm
Opinion.
some fan.
Favorite Christmas memory.
I guess for me, it was always that we would get pajamas that we would get into. We go to church and then like have pajamas that we'd get into while Mom was then like making all of these like fun little things for us to nibble on. It was always like a table full of like hors d'oeuvres. You know, she would do like the bacon wrapped chestnuts and the little like weenies with cheese, like nacho cheese. She'd make like a veggie pizza thing that was always delightful, and meatballs, the barbecue meatballs, like, and we would just kind of nibble on stuff. And I don't remember if I think we did unwrap presents that Christmas Eve. I don't think my parents were assholes. I think that they let us open them Christmas Eve.
All your presents?
I think so.
Oh my! We're gonna have to fact check this
Spoiled.
with your sisters.
Yeah, you
and
might
your
have to,
parents.
but I'm
Spoiled.
pretty sure we got to unwrap at night. And
We
then
never did.
because
Well-
then the next morning, Mom and Dad, if they could sleep in and not have to worry about the kids being like, "Let's open presents."
Yeah, but that's when
And
Santa
then-
comes.
And then we would, we found out pretty early on that wasn't a thing. And then that way we kids would get up in the morning and be like, we already know what toys we get to play with. So we'd go off into playroom, we'd be playing with their toys, and Mom and Dad could just do their thing in the morning and chill. And then we'd all just be together, play games and stuff like that. So it was a good memory
Fun.
overall.
Sean, what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Watching Die Hard.
Watching Die Hard on Christmas. Favorites.
Okay, favorite.
So it's just a collage of different
So pick
memories.
one.
I
Tell
don't
a
know.
story.
Like I just remember when I think about Christmas as a kid, I just remember the feeling. You know, like that excitement feeling of when you're getting something, because we were poor as shit, so we get nothing. You know, so it's like every year I would just want one gift. You know, like just one. I would just request that. Like I remember, so like one year it'd be like one of those not radio controlled, those RC.
Oh,
you had a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
finger
Remote
trigger,
control
and then the
that-
car would go around the thing, and that's all I wanted. So you'd just be excited for it. Or one year, I wanted Super Mario 3, and my mom was gone out of the house. So then me and Felicia, my sister, we go rummaging through her closet to find the Christmas presents, and we see that they're wrapped. And then like we could see that it was like Super Mario like underneath the wrapping. That was pretty exciting. As I got older in life, I the joys of birthdays and Christmases started becoming like significantly less for me, actually. You know, where it's not that I'm like some Grinch or bah humbug, but like I was in the retail world for so long, and I would just see like how people would freak out over Black Fridays and how worse that got, and I just got so sick of the commercialization of Christmas in general that I stopped buying people gifts. You know, for a while, then I would only do like very close people, my kids, Becky, stuff like that. But like even my own mom, I'm not going to buy her a gift. You know, it's like I'm just not. You know, like maybe we do an exchange, we'll do something. But even then, she's the one doing it because I just don't. I celebrate myself enough, and I celebrate the people I love enough all year long that like I
Well, we would rather buy like a present for somebody if we're thinking about them during the year. Why
Yeah.
does it have to just be
Yeah.
Christmas?
Well,
Why-
so you're
you
a
know?
Grinch now. No,
I'm
you're
just-
worse than the Grinch. You're Hans Gruber.
I'm Hans Gruber. I see. Look, Christmas. See, and that's it. It's it. It's like because if I'm thinking about you and I love you, it's like we can do this all year long. Like why do we have to wait for? That's why I don't like Valentine's Day. Even my own birthday, I do not.
What's
like,
a hallmark? I
like,
mean,
I don't-
Valentine's Day there was a massacre. You know,
but
I mean,
like I get it. But I am really good at like wanting to be the center of attention all year long. So like for me,
No.
yeah. So for me, it feels weird to me where it's like when I'm always wanting attention, where it's like now my day is spent. To me, that seems real pretentious, And that's just on me. That's not a judgment of other people because obviously everybody fucking celebrates their birthday. So just because I have a personal view of myself, I do not expect, and I don't expect this of Becky. You know what I mean?
it comes with a disclaimer.
What?
Well,
it
no,
does.
you're
It's
like-
just- it's
you're-
very
you're
important.
issuing a disclaimer.
Well, because a lot of times people, when somebody has a personal opinion, the other people tend to believe then that is then a judgment.
No.
So a lot of times when I'm explaining something to myself, people like start justifying. Well, I'm like, no, it got nothing to do with you. Fucking love birthdays. You could that could be the best day of the fucking year for
I
you.
like birthdays.
This is why
I
we don't
love
take it
birthdays.
personal if somebody thinks Die Hard's a Christmas movie and somebody else
Exactly. Well,
isn't.
that's a different thing.
No, it's not. It's like Coke or Pepsi. I'm not going to take it personal if you're wrong and say Pepsi. It just
Pepsi's
Get
the
the
best.
fuck out of your own house.
It doesn't.
Get the fuck
it does-
out of your own house.
Coke basically created
Yeah,
Christmas.
Coke created it. It's the real thing.
Yeah.
Polar
Santa and
bears,
Christmas.
Santa.
I
That's
love
Coke.
Pepsi.
Coke tastes better than
Well,
Pepsi.
you're part of the Pepsi generation. You bought into the whole marketing campaign
Yeah.
they did during the '80s, and that's where
Whatever.
that started.
I love Pepsi.
Yeah.
I think
I don't even really drink soda.
No, we
I
don't
drink
drink
like
soda.
one a year.
I
know.
think Diet Pepsi would probably be my favorite.
Ugh,
so-
ugh, what? What?
I don't understand why anybody would drink any of it,
I
knowing
agree. I
what,
mean, I don't
what- how
like-
much
I don't like
sugar
any
is in it,
soda.
or
Because-
in case
But
of
I will say this: an original recipe of Coke. Like, not
With
with
the
the cocaine.
cocaine? With
Not
the
with the cocaine.
No, no, no.
After they took out the cocaine.
Why,
But just,
why
you know-
can't no? Maybe we should. Maybe that's where we
Bring the
fucked up.
Coke back?
No, honest to God.
Bring Coke
Honestly,
back. Make Coke great again.
legalize Coke.
he's got ideas.
Legalize cocaine, then that takes care of all this cartel shit in Mexico and South America because now it's legalized. Now we can, for people that want to have Coke in their cocaine, they can have
Just
it.
start
at-
putting
at
fentanyl in the
moderate-
drinks too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
While we're at it.
there is. Well, I'm sure at some basic level, fentanyl does have a medicinal benefit. It's the abuse, and it's like so when you legalize these things, people can be using these things constructively.
Does
I'm
it?
sure. I'm positive over the course of like 50
What
years
is-
or whatever.
What is the purpose of fentanyl?
It's like a pain
Painkiller,
relief for like
yeah.
surgeries and shit like that. You know whatnot. I
Okay.
think it's like an anesthesia to some degree.
Where were we as far as who's next with the whole Christmas movie?
I mean, it's
Joel.
definitely
Joel. Okay,
it's
let's
definitely
get-
not just a
let's
drug.
move-
Just like let's kill a bunch of kids.
Okay, let's move on. I think this is our.
Only if you could shut him up. I mean,
I know
sorry.
it's damn near impossible, but
All
this
right.
is our Christmas special.
Oh,
be charitable,
Yeah.
Sean.
well,
Joel's favorite Christmas memory.
I don't have a favorite, but
You don't?
But no, I mean, there's
hard.
I have multiple.
Well, first of all,
yeah.
okay. Do you want to go?
No.
Okay. So, first of all, I'm Jewish and had some Hanukkah when I was a child, but my parents weren't really religious, so it was more of like many American Jews, very secular,
Sure.
not really, adhering to any spiritual aspect of it. So we would do some Hanukkah, but one of the times I remember, and we would put up the Christmas tree sometimes as well, because, my mom was like, whatever. My mom, she's cool, and yeah, we can do
That's
Santa
interesting.
Claus
So
and-
you kind of had both.
kind of had 1 year this that.
Is that-
Anyway, there
I
was
feel,
cool.
is that
I like
not like
that.
a kind
Switch
of
it
a
up.
religious double dip? I feel
Sure.
like you're taking advantage of
Sure.
both sides.
Yeah, well, as it turns out, as a grown up adult, I became a believer in Christ,
Oh.
but I'm still Jewish through and through by blood. My bloodline has.
Well, he was one of your own.
So I get the best of both worlds
Yeah.
anyway. If anybody gets a double dip, it's a minority of minorities.
Well,
Right, a
I feel
Christian
that I'm the
Jew
minority of the minorities.
Is no, I think there's fewer Christian Jews.
I'm a mulatto.
Yeah, you're an Oreo.
I am 6% Jewish.
Okay.
Okay. I'm 29% German.
So it's Minority Wars.
So I'm definitely a
We're
minority.
gonna have
of
to
a minority.
compare some
I'm
DNA.
I'm a minority.
Can I finish telling
of a
my story?
minority.
Yes.
All right. So there was one year where I think we did Hanukkah, but we had the Christmas tree up too. And so I think that, we were expecting. I was probably, I want to say, 9 or 10 years old. And I think I made a comment to my mom about, Santa will be here in the morning or there'll be presents in the morning. And she hadn't prepared anything. And I think she sent my dad out or she went out to the store because the next morning there was like 3 gifts. One of them was like a roll of Scotch tape. One of them was probably a piece of fruit. But the gift that they went to the store to buy was they bought my brother and I each an album. And while I had records growing up, they were all kids' records, Sesame Street and, Hanna-Barbera and those types of LPs. This was the first actual LP that I was ever gifted. It was John
Did they
Denver's.
call
Can
them-
I finish the story?
I have a question.
Well, hold it. John Denver's.
John Denver's Greatest Hits. And she bought that for me because I was just starting to learn to play guitar. And I was learning, leaving on a jet plane or country roads or something. And I will never forget that. And my brother got Elton John's Greatest Hits.
That's so cool.
And that was my first foray into what is now a love for records. And, eventually I became a DJ and used to have tons of records. And Erin and I now, because we both love music, we've started collecting records again. What's your question?
So
And we have 2 record players.
So you're from the previous century. So
Wow.
in the 20th century, when you were actively buying them, did they call them LPs at that time, or
Yeah,
was that
records.
like a terminology that
No,
came around?
LPs were.
What's an LP? What does that
long
mean?
playing.
Long play.
So
Okay.
the original records were 78 RPMs.
Oh, right,
and those were the
right.
really thick.
The
They were
thick,
actually
yeah.
made of like a shatterable type of vinyl. It was like
Holy
a hard.
shit.
It was a hard.
Was it smaller than the big round
It was
records that I
smaller.
remember?
It was smaller than an LP. I think they called. What did they call them? Can't remember what they called them, but they were 78.
SP.
So on the little dial on your record player,
Slow play.
you would have 33 and a third, 45, and 78.
So you would know. So I have. I fucked with records, and I was probably like.
That hole's really small if you're going to do that.
Oh, yeah,
45s are probably.
I was like 10 years old, so
Yeah.
it fit
Okay.
okay.
Oh
But
I
but
mean,
anyways.
he said it.
But anyways,
They are trying to get kicked off the show.
Canceled.
So was there a way? Because I didn't know enough as a kid. Was there a way to actually start the song that you wanted on the record?
Yeah, you put the needle on the record at the groove you want. Here's a funny piece of trivia. So before the LP, because I started listening to AM radio in probably 1972. I know I just outdated all of you. And like Crocodile Rock was the big hit, like 1973, 74. And with 45s, you could only fit on a 45 about 3.5 minutes of song. That's why pop songs were, they were short. They would fit on one side of a 45. You always had the B side until Don McLean's American Pie came out and topped the charts. And it was a 7-minute song. What did they do to release it as a 45? It's on both sides of the 45.
Oh, shit. You could flip the record?
Halfway through the song, it fades. You flip it.
Wait.
And it fades back in
Wait.
to the rest of the song.
It's,
Oh
it's
my
a record or a
gosh.
Wow.
It's a 45. It's
What's
a
a
single.
45?
A single. The
That
small
is a
record.
one
great
little
piece
record.
of
Yeah.
trivia.
That's
If
Why
we
did
had
they call it a
music
45?
trivia,
What was the
45 RPMs, revolutions per minute. That was the speed at which it went
that
around.
would play?
So like a record player like we have today, that'll play both 45s. You need the little thing that you put in the middle. I can't remember what it's called. And then you can put 33 and a thirds, which is your LPs.
Did you have 8 tracks?
yeah, I did.
Did we? Yes. My my parents had an 8-track, and of course, it is actually 4 tracks of music with like 3 songs.
For
on
anybody
each
not
track.
listening, Joel's 98 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not though, and I had 8 tracks.
I
Now I've seen the full evolution of. Now we did not like. I think my parents might have had a few 78s, but they didn't have a record player to play it. They bought albums, and then there were some 45s, and then they would buy cassette tapes, and then of course we went to CDs,
yeah.
and now we're all digital.
Have you seen?
Wait,
have you
no,
seen-
And back to albums.
Did you? Because we're talking about music. Did you have a laser disc?
We did not have one, but I worked at a video store when those
And
came
you had
out.
Laserdiscs?
Oh, they
Those, like,
sold the
short-lived.
Laserdiscs. They were expensive, and the people who came out were big connoisseurs of the Laserdiscs.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I would love to know?
Tell me.
Erin's favorite Christmas memory.
Favorite Christmas.
See what I did
well,
there?
Yeah, I love that.
Thanks.
Good job.
I know.
Yes. Can I just back up real quick because
I just tried to say
I know.
the
No. No. I just want to say, have you guys seen the meme of like why Gen X is so mad? And it's because we had to go through all the evolutions of music. So like records, 8-tracks, cassettes, CDs, and we had to buy our music so many fucking times.
So many times. That's why you guys are so angry. all the
Yes.
time.
You know what is interesting?
Okay.
These are
wait.
45s.
I didn't give up the mic. I didn't give up the mic.
Your favorite memory?
My favorite Christmas memory would be probably at my grandparents' house growing up. So I always spent every Christmas Eve with them. And our whole family would like open all our presents. We'd have a great meal, all that. But then we would always have the news on, and they would have the Santa tracker where, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
where
yeah.
they follow Santa
Yeah.
or
Where he is. in
where
the
he
world.
is and that how close he's getting and all that. And then my parents were divorced, so my mom would always come get me at like 10:30 at night.
Do you remember when you stopped believing?
I was probably older
Believing
because
Yeah.
oh,
Santa Claus.
Wait, what do you mean?
What are you talking about?
I said I said the right question. I said, when did you stop believing?
Why would you stop
What-
believing in Santa?
Why would? What are you talking about? What is she talking about?
I thought
What?
this was a Christmas episode.
I mean, in case you didn't notice, Shawn pushed the last Santa off the roof, and now he's becoming
Well,
Black Santa.
That was just for the movie.
I do not want to sit in your lap and tell you what I want for Christmas, just for the record.
That ain't a
Kids,
that ain't-
Santa's real.
Of course,
That
Santa's
ain't
real.
no candy cane.
You
So, yeah.
think children? Do you really think any of the parents of Palmas are letting their children listen to
I don't
our
think
show?
the parents of Palmas are going to listen to this
They are
episode.
100% listening to this. We have fans.
so many fans.
So
Fan.
many fans.
Fan.
Do you have like a Christmas song that you can't stand? I know I have one, but there's like one Christmas song
Yeah.
that you just cannot stand listening to.
Simply having
That's mine. A wonderful
wonderful
Christmas time. I can't
I
stand that
love Paul
song.
McCartney, but I remember when that song came out. That's how old I am, and it was like, really? Did Linda
don't
put
think
you
I
up to
have one.
this?
Was that
I
shortly
love them
after
all.
Abraham Lincoln got
Do you like
assassinated?
that one?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't mind that song. I know it's a little goofy. There's one song I don't like in particular. I don't know the name of it.
Sing it.
I think the guy only did. When I
Oh, I
tell
know
the
which one he's
story of it,
talking
you'll
about it,
know.
yeah.
But it's like a kid who's going to the shoe store to buy his shoes for his mom.
That's the Christmas
who's like
shoes.
dying of cancer or
It's
whatever.
the Christmas shoes.
Yeah, but like
What?
it's a fictional story, so it's not a real story. So it's like we're gonna make the saddest story ever possible, and like no, I'm not gonna fight tears on.
It was a
Christmas.
happy ending. I mean,
No, what? His mom doesn't get a happy ending. Would be like I'm going to give my magical shoes to my mommy, and she no longer has cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's not how that works.
It's like a story of love and
No, it's a horror. But you can make
it's not a horror story.
it's a horror. It's
Do you have a
horrible story. Yes,
favorite
it is.
Christmas song?
It depends on who sings it and how. But like the one that like just like gets me in my bones.
the Hans Gruber version of Last
Be
Christmas.
the same as mine.
Oh
Holy Night.
Like
Mine
when,
too.
when they
That's a
can
good
hit
one.
Yes.
that
Yeah.
fall on your knees part. Oh,
Yeah.
my
Oh,
God,
especially
you know.
you have
That'll
somebody
wreck
with a
you.
really strong
It's got to be
vocal.
strong.
Oh,
It's got to be
yeah.
delivered
Yeah.
well.
And it just gives you
Backstreet
that.
Boys ain't doing it.
No,
Bieber
no.
ain't doing it. Celine Dion, like that.
Mm.
Jessica Simpson actually did a pretty good
Yeah.
version. She
Yeah, we
could
don't
really
talk
belt
about
it
her.
out, but I get like the little goosebumps, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
All right.
When I was a kid, Hark the Herald.
It's a
Angels
good
Sing.
tune.
I had to learn. You know what? I can recite a lot of the Christmas story.
Yeah. Nobody
from-
wants to hear it
from
from
Luke
you, though.
chapter 2. What would your elf
We-
name be?
Dinky Spears.
Dinky Spears.
Dinky Spears. Related
like
to
that.
Brittany?
Because her nickname is Dinky. Joel calls her Dinky.
I do call
Wait.
her Dinky.
So you could be Dinky Spears because she likes to dance.
What did you call me?
So we
Oh
had
my
to take a
God.
short break because we had company stop by to pick up some stuff.
We should
And-
have had
and
them
somebody-
say
I know,
hello,
they
and
should have. They
we
should have said
didn't.
hi. But one
We
of
kicked
them,
them out.
one of them asked a very interesting question,
Yes.
and I'm. This is for the guys.
Yes.
All right. So this is kind of like a chicken or the egg kind of question, right? So is a gingerbread man made of the house, or is the house made of gingerbread man flesh?
That is such a bizarre question.
I know. I mean, he just came right to his mind. And he was like, here's a question for
Who
you.
asked this?
This was
Chris.
Chris.
I don't even
Yeah.
like the question. I think it's a
I
like Chris.
think it's just gingerbread, and you can form it into anything you want.
Yeah, it can be.
I
Oh,
ate a
that's
ginger.
a savory
I
answer.
true
I
story,
like that answer.
True story for Christmas. I ate a gingerbread penis. Does that mean I ate penis?
Oh, yeah, we made
Or
it
did
for
I
him.
eat gingerbread?
And we
Well-
made it for him, this big, like, gingerbread. He loves
It was a
gingerbread.
huge-
Well, you would know from
Put
the
all the
last time.
icing on the tip.
yeah.
I could post that. I have the
It
video.
was
Oh, yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, let's see
So
it.
did I eat a dick, or did I eat gingerbread?
You know what?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm just
You
saying.
ate a gingerbread
So
dick.
it's just gingerbread is whatever.
Quiet
I
loser
will.
toenail.
I'm going to find
Or
the video,
toenail
and
loser.
the video will be posted, so you will all get to.
I was
enjoy
very
it.
happy. I was
God.
lying in bed
This
too,
is
and
so
Yeah.
weird. We did something fun that was Christmassy, not at Christmas, a couple of years ago.
What?
We went to Cleveland,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we went to the house
The Christmas
where they
Story
filmed
house.
not the Christmas
A
story,
Christmas Story.
Christmas story.
But when did you go?
August.
Yeah, it was in August.
So then it was an August story.
no,
No, it was
so,
still Christmas.
And,
No,
we have a picture of her
He's-
under the kitchen sink.
Don't.
Oh, yeah,
where
we'll post
Ralphie's
it.
little brother
Oh,
was
that's cute.
underneath
We'll-
hiding
we'll
because,
add that to
because
the
Daddy
show
was going to
notes.
kill him.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like weird foods that you would eat like at Christmas time? Like you
Ooh.
go to a family event and there'd be like a
Yeah, we have one.
We have one too.
So we're probably the same.
probably the same.
So our Wisconsin is very German, and Germans have some weird eating habits.
What did you
apparently.
eat for Christmas?
So what we would have is we'd have rye bread with raw ground beef.
You
Next
got to
to
get
it.
it from you get it from a butcher fresh.
What?
Pure raw.
Pure raw ground beef, onions, salt and pepper.
On-
so
on
you,
rye
so you
bread.
would you would take a butter knife.
What is that called?
Gross.
Cannibal sandwich. Yeah, it was like it called it like
It's
a
canned
cannibal
Bless you.
sandwich.
cannibal sandwich.
Yeah.
So you
Gross.
would,
That
you would
sounds
spread the raw
disgusting.
beef on the rye bread. You put onion on it, salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
And it's one of the
Shove
best
it in
things
your
you'd
mouth.
ever have.
And it's disgusting. I won't eat it.
She's a liar.
I've tried it. You know, it's a texture issue for me. Look,
Yeah.
and trust me, I love good like
She's not a real German.
It is a traditional dish from the Midwest, particularly popular in parts of Wisconsin, consisting of raw ground beef, sometimes seasoned with salt, pepper, or onions, served on rye bread,
Yeah.
often topped with slices of raw onion.
Yep.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
It has been criticized for the risk of foodborne illnesses such as E. coli or salmonella.
Yeah, you know how many people have died from that? None. Zero.
We
Doesn't
have
happen.
ironclad stomachs in Wisconsin. We
Yeah.
have to. We need the extra fat and meat to get us through the winter.
Yeah, we have
True.
all that beer to drink.
That's-
That's
Lot
of beer.
killing the germs.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. But
Mine would be the pickles, probably.
Pickles.
Pickles.
The pickles.
Christmas
the
pickles?
We always have pickles at Christmas.
Well,
The meat wrapped cream cheese.
oh, that's
pickles.
the weirdest thing.
Well, I mean,
The little
that's,
beef roll-ups.
how is that weird?
Yeah,
with the
I'm-
pickles?
What's
Everybody thinks that's a weird thing. You're the first person I've
That's a
ever
very normal
brought the
Just
Christmas.
pickles
to know,
to that was like, oh
that's-
my god, this is my favorite thing.
That's when I knew I loved you.
Right.
Because, and we were going to be good
For the
friends.
love of pickles.
Because
Yeah.
I went to an event and there was.
No, I brought them to your house.
Yeah, right.
I think I brought them to your
Yeah.
house.
Well, needless to say, it surprised me with this Tupperware, which is already like winning right there, Tupperware. And it wasn't a platter. No, it was Tupperware, like plastic perfect. And she had these little beef roll-ups with the cream cheese and the pickle in the middle. And then you cut them and you slice them up. And I'm like, who brought this? And it was Erin. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I'm so happy because that's not something I ever saw outside of Wisconsin.
Yeah, she likes to make little crafty things. You'll be excited to know that.
They're not crafty. They're
No, you said
delicious.
crappy.
No, crafty.
Oh, crafty.
I wouldn't-
I thought you said
No.
crappy.
No, he
Wow.
loves those
Tis the
pickles.
season over here.
Why would I say that?
Yeah.
That's horrible. But you'll enjoy
He loves
this.
all the crappy things I make.
I love your crap
Knowing
shit.
that you're a fan of Tupperware during the early stage of affiliate marketing online,
Joel
circa
was a Tupperware.
He sold
1999,
it door to door.
2000, a friend that was a Tupperware lady said, they have an online component now. If you sign up under me, you can sell it via your website. I did. I became a Tupperware lady. Never gave a single Tupperware presentation, but ended up with so much Tupperware because you would get awarded Tupperware.
That's
So
amazing.
my mom sold Tupperware. My mom was like
a legit Tupperware lady.
She was a legit Tupperware lady.
You were just a pretend.
All of our, but it's funny because you're right. Because we were poor.
You
Like,
get loaded
we
up
were
on
poor.
Tupperware.
Everything we had, down to I think the silverware or something like that, plasticware. There was some degree, but I remember the plates. I remember the bowls. I remember the cups.
Yeah.
I remember all the storage containers. Dude, Tupperware figured that shit out, man.
Yeah.
There's still. I don't think they do I don't think you can be a Tupperware lady anymore. I think they dropped.
Oh,
that
really?
whole- yeah,
I got
think,
the wrong pronouns for it.
I think they still exist, but I don't think. I think they're just retail now. Like probably sold at Walmart. and
So
stuff like
this
that.
this is
I-
funny
fact check
related
me.
to Tupperware, and it is
My pronouns were seal fresh.
my mom bought a lot of Tupperware, and we always had a lot of Tupperware, and my sister still has some of the Tupperware plates that stack.
Yeah.
They're like the little
The blue? Were
square.
they blue?
No, they were pink.
Oh, we had blue
but they
ones.
stack, and she still has them. And I mean, I go to her house, and I'm just shaking my head every time. But
It's a collector's
we
item.
still use them.
Yeah,
we still use
of
them.
nostalgic
They
value
last
too.
forever.
Yeah.
They do. Well, it's plastic. It's designed to last forever.
Yeah.
That's how we kill the Tupperware helped to kill the planet.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
R.A.P. planet.
TUP short that shit.
So we already kind of talked about this a little bit, but I want to hear what everybody's favorite actual Christmas movie is. I know yours is The Holiday? No. What's your favorite? Do you can you
know, it actually is a hard question because I have my movies that I absolutely adore.
You got to pick one.
one?
Your Desert Island
My
Christmas
desert-
movie.
You can only watch
No,
this
not
Christmas
Desert Island.
movie
Your
crap.
North
forever.
Pole.
You know
It's
what?
the one that you can watch every year.
That's hard because I love White Christmas. I love It's a Wonderful Life, but I also love Jude Law. So I'm gonna go with The Holiday.
Boo. I
yeah.
I called it.
Do you not love Jack Black in that movie? I mean, come on, he's great. He makes her chuckle. I'm getting judged by Joel right now, by the way.
No, I'm not judging you.
White
I'm
Christmas,
I'm
White
judging
Christmas,
the movie.
White Christmas.
I
White Christmas.
Chevy Chase's Christmas, like
National
Lampoon's
Lampoon.
Christmas Vacation, but because not all of it was on Christmas, it could be argued that it wasn't a Christmas movie.
It doesn't have to all be
Oh,
on
come
Christmas.
on.
It can
Are you
happen
seriously
between
being that guy?
Thanksgiving
He is
and
being
New
that
Year's.
guy.
Stop being that guy.
Nobody
guy.
likes that
But either
guy.
way, so there's a very I never really for me what I dig about Christmas Vacation is when you're a kid you're watching it and you're watching it from a different perspective than when you're an adult. And now when I watch it, I fucking love Clark Griswold because he's he's such a good man. He's just trying to do what's
He
good
really
for his
is a good
family.
guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the very end, and I almost teared up a couple years ago. You know what I mean? Because so he goes through this whole movie and it's just nothing but disaster. And then at the very fucking end, he's just looking off into the sky and he's like, I did it.
I did it.
And I'm and that just fucking, you know what I mean? That's what every guy wants. It's we're going to put up with all this shit for all the people we love just to have that fucking happy ending. And so, yeah, that's probably my favorite almost Christmas movie. Part of the movie was on Christmas, so
It's a
1/20th
Christmas
of a
movie.
Christmas movie.
No, it's
Okay.
a 100% a Christmas movie.
Oh, well, no question. It is the funniest
Yeah.
Christmas
By far.
movie, and definitely, you asked me earlier while you were putting on a movie, you said A Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation, and I heard the music already beginning for Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
I'm
it
like,
gets you in,
we're in
yeah.
sync. However, if I've got to have a North Pole, not Desert Island, obviously, a North Pole movie. So if
Right.
I'm abandoned
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
North Pole, of course, they would have every Christmas movie known to
Naturally.
mankind. But if there was only one, the two you mentioned, also the two perennial favorites, It's a Wonderful Life and White Christmas. And when it comes down to it, one of them is the definitive Christmas movie, and that is White Christmas.
I
It
knew-
is perfect.
Yeah.
And to this day, I don't know how many times I've seen it,
I've
but
seen
when the scenery opens up in the back and you see the snowfall and they're all singing, I still
Confession.
get all the
I
feels.
I have a confession.
I completely
You
Guess-
get gas when that
Guess
happens.
the confession.
You don't
You've
like
never
it.
seen it.
I've never seen White
Get
Christmas.
that! What? You get out of my house now.
We've
You
been
how-
together for almost 11
All right,
years.
guess what
I
we're
don't
doing
know.
after this.
Look,
I don't
this
even
every
know
year.
who's in it. I'm gonna guess. Can I guess? Can I guess?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna guess 1940s and 1950s.
50s. Yeah.
Bing Crosby.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. all
So
right.
you know something.
So I know
Who
so,
else?
But I'm just. I'm
Who
literally
else?
Just guessing. A girl? Is it a girl?
Well, of
Guy?
course it's a
Sisters,
girl.
Dean Martin?
Say Danny Kaye.
I don't know who Danny Kaye is.
Oh, I don't.
Who's Danny Kaye?
I might be related to Danny Kaye, by the way,
Who's
because
Danny
Really?
Kaye?
get this guy a
I'm
Chat
sorry.
GPT.
I'm embarrassed.
No, is
Danny
that a
Kaye,
real thing?
he's a he's a
No,
real
I-
thing.
is
His
Kaye-
real
is
name
Kaye short for something?
Kaye, but his real name was Daniel Kaminsky. And since at Ellis Island, my grandfather's name was butchered to Komm, and then somehow changed to Comm.
We are
Yeah.
watching that next.
Yeah,
White Christmas?
Yeah, Sean's
is
got
it a
it.
Yeah.
comedy? Is it a comedy?
it's a musical,
It's a musical.
comedy.
No. It's so good.
Oh.
It's so good.
Snow.
I wish you could see his face.
I could
That's-
have sworn I've had him watch it before. I watch it every year.
I've never seen White
It
Christmas.
is a
I
holiday.
most definitely don't watch no.
It is a heartwarming tale.
It's so good.
It is a heartwarming tale.
Okay,
It's
who
the
wants to know
perfect
mine?
Christmas movie.
Oh,
yes.
sorry, Erin. We
Gremlins.
keep putting you last.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry over here. Meh. Do you know what mine is?
Yeah, you like. It's not a movie. It's a
It's
TV
a
show.
TV show.
Yeah, it's a Muppets. Emil Otter.
Emmett
Otter.
Otter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I watched it with her, and I tried to watch it through the eyes of
Emmett
being
Otter?
10.
Emmett
I don't
Otter.
It's her. It
I don't
is
know
her
this.
heart. It is.
I love Emmett Otter so
What is
much.
I
Emmett
don't.
Otter?
What is
It's
this?
a Jim Henson. It's a Muppets production.
Yeah.
They did made for TV.
But it's like 1980, maybe 1982.
So, like,
Do you
No
do you
Kermit?
remember?
Hang on, the
no,
girl's talking.
No. It's an otter and his mom, and like his dad passed away, and it's their Christmas, and it's Emmett Otter's jug band Christmas, and they compete in this jug band competition to win a prize, and he competes, and his
No
mom
spoilers.
competes because
Yeah.
they're both trying
Yeah.
to buy presents for each other.
Nobody
It's
dies
so
other
cute.
than.
That sounds
as
Do you
Cute.
remember?
I would watch
it was
that.
like a Muppet
We're gonna
show.
watch
Would you
it.
watch The
Of,
Holiday with me?
Yeah. Whose idea was this?
Yours.
Yours.
I know. I'm regretting it.
In the
Yeah.
words of Howard Jones,
Remember when you
No
thought
one
this was
else
gonna be
is to
really easy
blame.
to edit, and we're
Yeah,
just gonna,
it's
like, throw
fucking
this
not.
together?
It's not.
No,
This is not.
I warned
On
you.
Christmas.
I warned you.
All right. All right. If Santa could only bring you one present this year, what would you ask for and why? Joel.
I already told you.
Oh.
What?
All I want for Christmas is you.
Oh. But you already
You're-
have her, so.
I know, but she's the gift that keeps giving.
Oh.
Aw.
I love her, and
That's so.
I'm
that's so
I'm
sweet.
just I don't need stuff and things. I just want to be with my girl, and
That's so
that's-
sweet. Erin, how about you?
Well, I wasn't planning on answering that question.
I know.
I want an
know.
Optimus robot.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want Santa to give me a robot.
Yeah.
here's the
We-
thing.
We
There's
went from super sweet to I just want a robot.
Can I just say there's nothing that anybody could get me that I couldn't just go buy myself.
Yeah, it's hard to buy me gifts too.
That's
Right.
not true.
Now, what she does every year, which is really special, is she makes a book, a year in review of our year together, our year with family and friends.
Yeah, but those are the gifts that matter. When it's like,
So there's a
unique,
whole stack of them down there. All these books,
Yeah.
along with the special book that Becky made for me,
Yeah.
which
And now Ned and Melissa have
yeah,
one of our special books.
Can I say, Erin, that I think this was a stroke of genius for you to construct this whole podcast just so we could have couples therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, did I just say that out loud? I did.
Helped you guys. It didn't help this side
We're
of the couch.
working on it still.
Just kidding.
I have a really fun idea.
We decorate sugar cookies.
Yeah, but before we do that, we do 2
Ah.
or maybe we all do it.
Okay.
Really quick rapid fires.
Do we need a
Sleep.
song to be sung? To
Even when I
little...
do-
Have a holly jolly
Jolly
Christmas.
It's just
Okay.
you. Are you
Shawn
ready?
Cannon starts.
I'm ready.
And go. Favorite Christmas movie?
The Christmas, the National Lampoon's Christmas
Real
Vacation.
tree or fake tree?
Real.
Eggnog, yes or no?
Yeah. With
Santa or no Santa?
Santa. Fuck yeah, Santa.
Gift wrapping, love it or hate it?
Hate that shit. Put it in a bag with some fucking stupid paper on it. Call it a day.
Favorite Christmas cookie?
Sugar cookies.
White Christmas or warm Christmas?
I like the beauty of White Christmas, but I enjoy being in a warm Christmas.
Best Christmas song?
The Mariah Carey's bullshit.
Okay. Ugly Christmas sweater, wear it or skip it?
I don't care about it. I'll be naked.
Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Which one's better?
Oh, Christmas Eve during my family was always the better than Christmas Day, so Christmas Eve.
All
Awesome.
right.
He did it.
47 seconds.
Perfect.
You have new questions for me, right?
No, we don't.
Yes,
Same
I'm going to come up
questions.
with...
Ding.
Because I was formulating my answers
I know.
as you should have put me in a soundproof booth.
Yeah, well.
Like they did on the old game shows, and put the big earphones over my head where I can't
Yeah,
hear anything.
we don't have that technology.
All right, Joel Comm, you are up next for Rapid Fire Christmas Edition.
Hit me.
Are you ready?
Yep, started.
And go. Colored lights or white lights?
Colored.
Favorite Christmas dessert?
Oh gosh, I don't care if it's a Christmas. We'll go with the cookies. Yeah,
Gingerbread house, build it or eat it?
build it.
Did you open Christmas presents eve or day?
One the night before, the rest in the day.
Hot cocoa or mulled wine?
Cocoa.
Best Christmas song of all time?
Gonna have to go with White Christmas.
Are you naughty or nice list this year?
Oh, always nice.
Yeah.
Ugly sweater or fancy Christmas outfit?
Oh, fancy Christmas outfit.
White Christmas or sunny getaway?
Sunny getaway.
And favorite holiday tradition?
Just being with the ones I love. You know,
All right.
Oh.
That was good.
it's easy.
I like that.
Easy
I love you
peasy.
too.
You-
I just want to
Ooh,
go back real quick because you went to a fancy Christmas outfit over ugly sweater.
Yeah.
What do you envision as a fancy
I don't
Christmas
like
outfit?
the ugly sweater thing.
No,
to
no, no,
me
but-
is
but
stupid.
what do you see
oh,
as
like,
your fancy Christmas
Like
outfit?
think of if the Monopoly man was to dress for Christmas,
Okay.
right? He's got the top hat.
I
Only it's
like
like
that.
a red velvety type, smoking
Velvet.
jacket.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, and he's got some really shiny, suede black shoes or something. Suede, not suede, leather. I want a fine little mustache and like a cane, because kind of, really cool with like a reindeer handle, on it, something like that.
And go. Best Christmas gift you've ever received?
God.
What, you didn't just get it?
Oh.
I gotta remind you? That didn't come to mind?
No, you know what I was actually thinking of?
Go ahead, say
was
the one you thought of.
The one that came to mind was my owl picture from. So we went on a trip to Prague,
This is rapid
and
fire.
I know. Oh, right, it's rapid. Okay, go.
You could put it
my
in the
owl
show
picture.
notes.
Do you prefer giving or receiving gifts?
Giving.
Favorite Christmas character?
Emmett Otter, the Grinch.
Sending Christmas cards, yay or nay?
Nope.
What's your go-to holiday drink?
Wine.
Weirdest Christmas tradition?
I don't have one.
Star or angel on top of the tree?
Star.
Favorite Christmas memory? Oh, that's a tough one.
I already said it.
Okay. Prefer snowball fights or sledding?
Sledding.
And one thing you've always put in a Christmas stocking?
Candy.
Candy. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sledding's fun.
I like sledding.
We went sledding one time. You don't
I love
sled
sledding.
a lot, right? But the times you do, like you just hold those fucking.
Especially when
memories,
there's a
you know.
layer of ice on the snow and you're going to just zip right
And so
down.
where we used to
Oh,
live,
I
there was a
fucking
big
love
hill.
sledding.
We took the
I
nerds
know.
down there, and like me and Emma wiped out a couple times,
You
didn't
sure
we?
did, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Starting the timer.
go. Do you like candy canes?
No.
Do you prefer wrapping gifts or putting them in gift bags?
Wrapping.
What's your favorite Christmas cookie?
Ooh.
Mine.
The little spritz, the little like green spritz ones.
The little spritz
The
ones?
spritzers, yeah.
Do you open gifts one at a time or all at once?
One at a time.
How do you do all
And
at once?
I'm very methodical with it too.
How
Yeah.
early is too early to decorate for Christmas, or when do you start?
Before November 1st.
Oh, do you wear Christmas pajamas?
100%.
I've seen
Why
them.
wouldn't you?
What's your favorite Christmas smell?
Like anything cinnamony, like super cinnamony. Cinnamon.
Cinnamony.
Who's your favorite reindeer?
Say them all.
Rudolph. Come on.
Rudolph. There's
Yeah.
only one that
You know, all
matters.
the others are the same. They're all the same.
No, fuck. It's
Tell me
Prancer.
the difference between
Two
I
more
like
questions.
Prancer.
Prancer.
Why?
All right.
Why do you like Prancer? Why?
He prances.
Why?
He
You know
prances.
nothing
Hey,
about
it's
Prancer.
not. It's not your question.
right.
Two more.
Prancer.
Do you leave out cookies for Santa?
No.
What's the first thing you
why?
do on Christmas morning?
Sleep in.
And we're out of time. Thank you for joining us for this special episode of There's So Much I Don't Know About You, Palmas Edition, Christmas, otherwise known as Couples Therapy.
Also, Diehard is not a Christmas
All the
movie.
reindeer are the same.
Oh my
except
God,
for
I
Rudolph.
love
They're
this
not all the
episode
same.
so much.
That's like saying the seven dwarves.
I love
are
it
the
so
same.
They
much.
are.
No, they're not. You
They're
got
all-
sleepy,
We're just gonna
dopey,
fade
happy,
them out.
different
Just
so
fade
much.
them
They're
out.
they have
And-
Yeah.
different
Oh,
emotions.
oh
They're
my
different
God. Yes.
characters.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good.
What is
guys.
wrong
It was
with
really
you?
good. Just,
I wonder what the
this
true
is gonna-
story of that one
No, but
was.
This
They're-
was
they're-
supposed to be a
It's
short
probably an
episode.
LSD trip.
Short
Something.
episode.
We will be putting on
This one had a bad trip. He was
love,
grumpy.
love, love, love,
Yeah.
Love,
love,
Another
love,
one
love,
had a great time. He was dopey.
love.
Oh,
Bye.
what?
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We love you. We love you, Palmer.
Yeah. Good night. Merry ho ho
And to all a good night.
ho ho.
Oh.